It's your boy Fist in the his house, bringing you another great edition of that Uprising DLC from me to you, because that's what I do, using the Scar Silence. Not really, you know, the assault rifles obviously are piss poor and damage, and you know, all these weapons are not balanced in this game. You know, people say to me, compared to other Call of Duties, a lot of these weapons you can use comparative to other. Yes, that is true. A lot of the other weapons, I mean, with the exception of maybe Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2, yeah, maybe Treyarch games, some of the weapons and had balancing and you could use them, and therefore that was the only comparison that you could think of. Maybe World at War. World at War and Black Ops, you know, Treyarch never balances weapons, period. So I don't even know why I even wasted 2 minutes of even talking about that in the beginning, but that's not my main point. I wanted to talk about Eric Hirshberg, the CEO of Activision. Now I'm going to leave his Twitter link in the description below. He talked to his shareholders talking about how Activision is going to see a decrease in sales of Call of Duty. And some people are saying, oh, Battlefield 4 is going to be the final nail in the coffin. It's far from the truth. That's not even close to even a worry to the Call of Duty franchise, because let's face it, they're not even, don't have a clue what's going on with customer satisfaction. And the fact that DICE is not westernized in developing their games in the second place, and so on and so on and so forth. So there's not even a concern there, in my opinion. So I'm not even worried about that. But Eric Hirshberg, I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, is the CEO of Activision. They said that they lost 15% of last year's opening of Call of Duty, and they had a decrease in sales in their game. This year, addressing his shareholders, I'm going to leave a link in the description of the story. He had referenced the ongoing console changeover, ongoing changeover of consoles, that the Call of Duty franchise sales are going to be down. And I'm saying to myself, Mr. Hirshberg, and anybody, send this video to him, please. You're losing 15% in Call of Duty. It's been like 10 generations of the game. Not once has there ever been advice coming from the majority of the population. You have always taken a small portion. I mean, it's not even a portion. It's an obsolete suggestion from a small group of guys who make up their own rules for the game, and you don't implement it, you know, across the board for the rest of the game. And then you expect there to be like, okay, we tried dealing with the public. No, you didn't. If that were the case, you'd have something like a classic, like Injustice is for Warner Brothers. They took in everybody from all of the community to come help develop that game, and it's a hit. Everybody's playing it that are in fighting. And even people that don't even play fighting games love the single player. It's amazing. And that's a testament of the point of not blaming on console changes. It's the fact that your developers and the chain of command that's at Activision doesn't know what's going on with their own game. I mean, if you seriously look at Mark Lima, the CEO of Treyarch, he certainly doesn't know what's going on at Treyarch, and the only person that's in control of anything is David Vonderhaar. That's it. You're depending on one guy to come out with all the new ideas and develop the game. And what did he do? He gets into this like little bromance with a couple of guys, and it doesn't even represent nobody. It makes zero sense as to blaming it on to ongoing console gaming changes. It's not. Try bringing in, I mean, at worst case scenario, you say you lost 15% comparative to last year, $1 billion. So what is that, $150 million? So ask this question yourself. What would it hurt? Do you think I would cost you $150 million in sales with my ideas that would drive it down another 15%? So what you're saying is it's going to be down 30% when the next Call of Duty comes out. It's not because of ongoing console changes. It's because of how stale David Vonderhaar is and the team that's leading the charge for the Call of Duty franchise. And nobody taking any chances or doing anything new or bringing in the majority of the population for people to look at this game and give you their honest opinion without being ridiculed. It's constructive criticism that comes from the people who pay the bills at Call of Duty. That's all I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's so easy. It would be so easy to revamp this franchise. I could do it overnight. I can do it overnight, and I can do it over and over and over again. If I was on as a suggestive associate producer into the ideas and testing the game and bringing in people from the community, whether it be YouTube, pro players, everywhere, I would grab even Battlefield players and I would put all these people together and you would have the best classic, you would have a Call of Duty 4 classic game. That's the praise that you would get if they had brought somebody like me. I mean, you bring advisors on from the military. Why don't you bring on people that are advisors to the majority of the community? I don't see the problem in that. Anyways, go check out Raw Fist 2. I'm going to cover delusional developers on that channel. You're not going to want to miss that. Peace. I'm out.